Today we are going to look at a difficult Toeic question, and I'm going to show you the vocab and grammar knowledge you need to get the answer. So let's get started on this difficult question and improve your Toeic score today. Here it is. So to start, let's learn some key vocabulary. It says many customers have remained loyal. What does remain mean? It means stay or stay at the same level. For example, although he took his medicine, he remained sick. This form is something remains adjective. That's fine. Or she remained a manager at the company even after she won the lottery. So she kept being a manager. She stayed a manager. Finally, she remained in jail for 2 weeks before the police let her go. So here the form is X remains preposition in a place. Now, we cannot have a direct object that is different than the subject after remain. For example, if I said, I remained my keys on the table, this is incorrect because keys and I are not the same. However, I could say he has been a police officer for 5 years. He was injured 2 years ago. After he was injured, he remained a police officer. So he and police officer are the same. So once again, with keys, I could say the keys remained on the table. I kept my keys on the table. That's fine. She remained a singer even after her voice changed. But I cannot say she remained her keys on the table. Okay, the next word is loyal. And the common form after loyal is to something. This means continue to support in good and bad times. An example, he is a loyal customer at the store. He has shopped there every week for 5 years. So he is loyal to that store. Now the noun for loyal is loyalty. The next word is challenging. Challenging as an adjective means difficult, complex, hard. For example, one of the most challenging parts of moving to a new city is making new friends. Making new friends is challenging. It is difficult. And finally, we are going to look at the phrase related to. Related to has a couple meanings, but in this Toeic question, it means with regard to, regarding, concerning, connected to. Here's an example from the news. The department turned over documents that are related to the Trump organization. So that are connected. Now, what I can do is I can take out that are and say the department turned over documents related to the Trump organization. Here's another example. Doctors are concerned about the harm related to substance abuse. Substance abuse means drugs and alcohol. So I do not have to keep the that is. We can remove that is, which are, that are, because this is a passive adjective clause. It is like saying, I bought a book that was published last year. I can shorten this and say, I bought a book published last year. This is a reduced adjective clause. So if we look at the Toeic question, we can say there were difficult times related to the supply. The original is there were difficult times that were related to the supply chain, that were connected to the supply chain. So we have to realize that in this Toeic question, after the blank, we do not have subject verb. We just have a noun, challenging times. Times is the noun, and which were related to the supply chain. This is an adjective clause. It is not a verb for challenging times. So we are looking for something to go before a noun. Okay, so let's get the answer. First, eliminate in spite. when you use in spite, you need in spite of. So we say, in spite of it being difficult, the people climbed to the top of the mountain, not in spite it being difficult. However, you could say, despite it being difficult. So after in spite of, you need a noun form. After despite, you need a noun form. But remember, in spite of, despite. Same meaning, but despite does not have of. Next, eliminate a, although. This is because in the TOEIC question, after the blank, we just have a noun. Although is usually followed by subject verb or a reduced version. It is not followed by just a noun. For example, if I say, although it caused fear, the bear did not hurt anyone. This is correct. It is wrong to say, although fear, so using the noun, it did not hurt anyone. It is wrong to say, although fear that it caused, because that is just a noun with an adjective clause. On this TOEIC question, we just have a noun, challenging times. That is the noun. Then we have which are related to the supply chain. But we just have a noun. We do not have subject verb. Therefore, we remove although. Just to give you another example of how although could be correct, here's an example. Many customers have remained loyal to the brand, although there have been challenging times related to the supply chain. All right, the same is true with be, even if. You need a subject verb after even if. For example, even if I had the money, I wouldn't give it to you. It would be wrong to say, even if money, I wouldn't give it to you. We do not have a subject verb here, so it is wrong. Therefore, the answer is through. Not though, through. Through is a preposition followed by a noun. One way to use it is over this period of time, period of the event. For example, he slept through class. That equals he slept throughout class. He slept during class. Or the Korean economy grew through the 1980s. So, over the 1980s, the Korean economy grew. Finally, even though I was sick, I kept working through challenging times. So, through the time I was sick. Therefore, the TOEIC question, many customers have remained loyal to the brand through challenging times. So, over these different periods of challenging times. What are the challenging times? Which are related to the supply chain. So, challenging times is just the noun, and you do not have a verb after this. You just have a reduced adjective clause. Well, thank you for watching today. This was a very difficult question. Please like, subscribe, share, and I appreciate all your support. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.